Do you ever wonder why you feel sad, or what's the real reason behind you being angry? What if I say that it's nothing but a request for something, that you want something to be done, and the most indirect way you can ask for it is by being angry or sad? Hi everyone. So in today's video, I want to talk about why we think being sad will get us what we want. To understand this, let us go to the very beginning. When you hear a baby cry, what do? If you're like anyone else, your natural tendency is to go and soothe the baby so that it stops crying. At first, crying is like a communication from the baby because, of course, the baby doesn't know how to speak. So in order to comfort the child, we try different things. In my experience, the best thing to soothe a child is to simply distract the child. Some people might, make funny faces. Some people might make sounds. Some people might sing. Let's say that you have given the child a mobile phone to watch the videos on. After some time, you realize that, okay, it's been 30 minutes and, I should take my phone away. And guess what happens when you take the phone back? The child starts to cry. What do? Well, if you're like most people, you give the phone back to the child. What we've done here is we unconsciously program the child. The child starts to think that, okay, if I cry, I will get what I want. And that has happened to everyone. That has happened to you, that has happened to me. As we grow up, we understand that, okay, that crying will not get us what we want. But if you get angry, or if you tend to stay angry, if you tend to hold grudges, or if you tend to be sad, just like any normal person would, that means that maybe you and I have not yet come over this unconscious belief that maybe crying will not get us what we want. Why do we get angry? Let's say if someone treats you rudely, or if someone says something bad to you. At least for me, I think if I am angry or if I am sad after that incident, the person will see that I am angry and they will try to make amends, or they will, do something in order to maybe apologize or make me feel better in some way. So indirectly, me being sad or me being angry is a request from that person or that condition to, to fix itself, to maybe apologize or either to make amends. Well, it can be different from everyone, but if I generalize it, I think this is true for everyone. The question is, how do we fix this? How do we fix this tendency to get sad, or not to just get sad, because getting sad is just normal? How do we fix this tendency of staying sad? Well, one way is that we try to fix it in the beginning itself. But I don't think that's such a nice idea, because if you let the child cry, it's gonna be ugly. Instead, now when you and I are conscious enough to make our own decisions, we have to consciously condition ourselves to not stay angry. Notice I keep on saying stay angry and not get angry, because life will cause you to get angry, or something will happen that will cause you to be sad or be angry. But the thing is, do you choose to stay angry? Everyone faces sadness or anger in their lives. It's a part of being human. But how fast can you get out of it? So coming back to that example of someone treating me badly, so why don't I go directly to them and talk about this problem, that okay, that you did this and this is how you made me feel, and that's why I would like you to say something about it. I would like you to apologize, or I would like you to make amends. But that's easier said than done, because if I take an example from my life, I don't think if I call that person up, if I tell them, okay, what you said was hurtful and I did not like it and I would like you to apologize, you already know how that's gonna go. They will give me a million reasons why they were right, and it's gonna get uglier. So what can I do in this situation? Well, I can use the power of my subconscious mind. In the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the author tells us that the thought in our mind is the cause, and the outward reality is merely a reflection of that thought. Just like combining two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen gives us water, impressing a thought in your subconscious mind will create reality. How do I put this into application? If I think about that person or that situation and I try to think about the ideal form, sometimes I cannot do it. Instead of feeling better, I start to feel, all the reasons why it won't happen, and then I start to feel angrier. I know at first it won't be easy. I'll have to start with something easier. I'll have to take one step at a time. I'll start with something easy to test it. Let's say, what would I like to create using the power of my mind? Do I want to see a pencil, or do I want to see a special kind of a bird? Do I want to see the pyramids? Anything. Just imagine yourself seeing that thing, holding that thing, and think and feel the way you would want to feel. And then let it go and then see what happens. There's this very interesting point in the book. So the author says, don't complete the negative thought. Reverse it immediately and miracles will happen in your life. In the book, what happens is a young girl wants to buy a very expensive luxury bag. As she is looking at it at the store, she is about to say to herself that, okay, I can't afford it. But as soon as she is about to say it, she remembers that don't complete a negative thought and reverse it immediately. And instead of saying I can't afford it, she says, this bag is mine, it's on sale, and the power of my subconscious mind will see that I get it. And then she goes away. The same night, her fiance comes home with the exact bag that she wanted. So what am I saying? Test the heck out of it. Believe in the law of belief. So whenever I start to feel angry and I start to think about that situation, instead of pondering upon it, I'll immediately catch how I'm feeling. Instead of thinking about how bad the situation is, I'll reverse it and I'll say, oh, my friend and I have such a good relationship. We love each other. We understand each other. We protect and love each other. There are no problems between us, and our relationship resides in peace, joy, and harmony and truth. I will keep saying this, again and again, knowing and believing in the law of belief. And that's how I plan to deal with my issues. So it's gonna take practice, and it's all gonna come down to how much you really want it. You really got to want to feel happier more than you want to feel angry, So I would just like to read this short paragraph from the book. How much do you want what you want? A young man asked Socrates how he could get wisdom. Socrates replied, come with me. He took the lad to a river, pushed the boy's head under the water, held it there until the boy was gasping for air, then relaxed and released his head. When the boy regained his composure, he asked him, what did you desire most when you were underwater? I wanted air, said the boy. Socrates said to him, when you want wisdom as much as you wanted air when you were immersed in water, you'll receive it. Likewise, when you really have an intense desire to overcome any block in your life and you come to a clear-cut decision that there is a way out and that there is a course you wish to follow, then victory and triumph are assured. If you really want peace of mind and inner calm, you will get it, regardless of how unjustly you have been treated or how unfair the boss has been or what a mean scoundrel someone has proved to be. All this makes no difference to you when you awaken to your mental and spiritual powers. You know what you want, and you will definitely refuse to let the thieves' thoughts of hatred, anger, hostility, and ill will rob you of peace, harmony, health, and happiness. You cease to become upset by people, conditions, news, and events by identifying your thoughts immediately with your aim in life. Your aim is peace, health, inspiration, harmony, and abundance. Feel a river of peace flowing through you now. Your thought is the immaterial and invisible power, and you choose to let it bless, inspire, and give you peace. Well, I hope this video helped you. If you have any thoughts, I invite you to comment down below. Just try it, and maybe you can comment down the results and we can compile it into one video and see how the community feels about this. Thanks for watching. Stay true and be you.